We're getting the latest visuals from the Singha Darbar, the palace in Kathmandu, which is at the capital of Nepal, and we're getting visuals of the Nepal palace complex also being attacked right now by the protesters right now. They've breached the Singha Darbar premises. From that, this is the information. This is the latest information that just come in. The visuals that you can see right now on your screen are from the Nepal Singha Darbar Palace complex, where protesters have breached the palace complex, and you can see clearly this is an ongoing situation in Nepal, viewers, even as the army and the police is trying to control the protesters. Tear gas shelling is continuously going on. We are seeing, we saw bullets also being used by the police yesterday, water cannons, and is continuously going on. All right, we are also now being joined by Mr. Gopal Jha, who is a member of the Nepali Congress and a senior journalist. He's in Kathmandu right now. Mr. Jha, how are you seeing right now what is happening in Kathmandu, across Nepal really? KP Sharma Oli has resigned and the young protesters seem to be completely angry at how Nepal is being governed. Mr. Jha.
Thank you very much. From the beginning only, I have been telling the way movement was heading towards, since this morning, it was anticipated like Prime Minister may resign because the situation was going out of his control and across the country. So this, for me, this is not strange, but I would rather like to say that it was expected.
We've seen the protesters who have been attacking the personal homes of the ministers. We've also currently, the information that we just got a minute ago was that they attacked the Singha Darbar, which is the complex where both chambers of the Parliament of the Nepal, the Pratinidhi Sabha and the Rashtriya Sabha, are held. What are you picking up with regard to this? They don't seem to be just against KP Oli. They seem to be against the government and the governance system of Nepal. How are you seeing this entire situation that is currently ongoing in your country?
You have to look, two different perspectives. As you said that the people have anger upon the system. I would not agree with this fact. Because had there been any discontent over the system, then naturally entire political parties and other, the civil societies would come to the street. But as far as the anger is concerned, because of the social media ban and the Generation G, as you mentioned, they have only anger that the systems, the way they wanted, the system should work. They were finding obstacles. So that is the point, like they took the street, and the main excuse was the social media ban, which Prime Minister himself had taken a stand to continue, which he could not until yesterday. So one thing is clear, that the people are not against the system, but they want correction in the system. And then the other parties, like they have been seeing the same figures, same personality, same leaders for last 30 years. So that is also one of the reasons they want to change the transformation to the young generation, so that the country could bring some changes. This political system could bring some changes. Yes, please.
Mr. Jha, you're a member of the Nepali Congress. For the last year, we've seen a coalition government in Nepal. This morning, the way ministers have resigned, now KP Oli has also resigned. How are you, as not just a journalist but also a member of the political party, looking at what is happening in your country right now?
From the, for last 1 year, our own leaders were not happy with the Prime Minister approach, working style. And then everyone expected that if two large parties come to join hands together and form a government, then it would give stability and expedite the development works, correct some, bring some changes in the civil service mechanisms and the state mechanisms. So that was not happening. The way the pace was too slow. So discontent was, coming up from the different part of the different leaders of our own party. But when the social media ban took place, which no any member of the Nepali Congress like the idea to ban the social media, because we are a democratic party and we believe in allowing people express their right. So that was one of the reasons, entire party rank and files were angry.
So,
with
sir, your
and
party
not
offices
happy
were
with
also
the
torched
Prime
earlier
Minister.
this morning. We are also now getting visuals that we're showing on our screens to our viewers about the Nepali parliament that has been set on fire. This is the Singha Darbar, where your parliament house is located, has now been set on fire by the protesters. Earlier this morning, your Congress office was also set on fire. With this kind of anger among the youth in Nepal, and it is very, very clear that they are extremely angry, not just at the not just at Prime Minister KP Oli, but also at the leadership of Nepal. How are you seeing this? Because the visuals on our screen right now very clearly show the Singha Darbar, your parliament house, the former palace, on fire right now.
There has always been some, unruly elements in every movement. You must have noticed. So I would again say that there is infiltration, and some elements are trying to fish in muddy water. So that is the other part. And as far as the movement, like manifestation is concerned, it's natural to have some the way how any movement people would manifest during movement. You
Sir,
never
may I ask you to clarify on what
this
you
is
just
very
said? You just said some elements may have crept in with who are conducting this kind of violence. Can you clarify? Who are you pointing fingers at?
See, there is not only one element. There are forces who want like the old system, and they are still active. They have been trying. They tried in different ways. In the name of the public movement, but they failed. This is since they found that Generation G is angry with the present government, so naturally they got some space and they entered in the form of infiltration, and I'm sure they are also held accountable for the vandalism.
So are you saying that this is the pro-monarchists who are now conducting this kind of violence? Because we've seen the slogans, we've seen the posters that are talking about corruption in the government. How do you respond to those youngsters who are talking about the economy, who are talking about corruption, sir?
See, the generation, we are talking about the generation, they're very well-informed generation. They have everything in their smartphone. But one thing is very clear that, being a party member, I would rather say that the Rome was not built in a day. Pace is slow. That is, I do agree. But it doesn't mean that nothing has happened in the country in the last 30 years. So, but the government failed to convince this part of this thing to Generation Z that the things have changed and it is taking place, and correction would have made in corruption cases some irregularities, state mechanisms, which was the prime demand of the Generation G also. So I can say that their anger is not inappropriate. Their anger is manifested because of it's not in 1 or 2 days you can say that.